Okay, now look, we're getting him along real good. You see, it's just basically following the lines, getting things done. Now, what we want to do, we want to set our knife aside for a minute, and we want to take our V tool, and we want to work on that beard. We just want to get some life in that beard there. Now you see this figure is just done with a knife, and a V tool, and I'm going to introduce a gouge here in a minute, just for one reason. But we're just doing this with a knife and a V tool. A V tool is just used basically for the beard and the mustache. Just go all the way around it. And you can make that beard many ways. I try to make the projects as simple as possible. You can do a lot of different things to a figure like this, but once again, I know I'm working with beginners, and that's what I want to do. So I try to make the projects as simple as possible, with not a whole, not too much fancy stuff involved. There's some people that really do some beautiful Santas and stuff, but we're basically just wanting to get the form here, the shape here, and have something nice that we can give to someone for Christmas or some other thing, in other words. And believe me, I know Santas are nice, and there's a lot of nice Santas out there, and there's some beautiful people. We have some beautiful people on the wood carving website. Susie, Doris, people like that. Kathy, they do some of the most wonderful Santas and stuff like that. But when we're just learning, we don't want to try anything so difficult that we just because I've found that oftentimes when a person starts something way too difficult for them, when they start out carving, they end up giving up. They end up just saying, "Oh well, I just can't do it." So with a minimal amount of tools, that's what these videos are for, that to show you that just with a knife, a V-tool, and maybe a gouge or something like that, you can create the figures that you want. And this little figure, when he's painted up, you'll see, he's just going to be as cute. Now look at that, see? Look at that. We've got that beard all fixed up. And what we're going to do also is we're going to come up here on the little rim around the hat, and we're going to add a few little V-cuts in there. See how we're doing? We're just going to add a few of them to give it a little bit of decoration up here. Just go around, give it a little, see that? Not as much as the hair, but just a little bit. Kind of give it a little bit of decoration, give it a little bit of something, in other words, just to make it look, make it look a little bit different. See how that's done? Where it decorates it just a little bit. Because it's going to be painted white. Actually, when the painting comes, this hat will be red, this little brim will be white, the beard will be white, and this will be red in here, in other words. And the shoes will be black. But we go. Now, I'm going to take my little gouge, just this little small gouge I have here, and I'm going to go back here to the ball on the hat. And watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to, just like that, just put little shapes into it, little half circles in there, just like that, in other words. kind of give it a little design. You don't, not hard, just see, just a little bit, just beep, come up like that. See, just giving that little ball back there a little design, like it's got little holes in it. See, just like that. See it? See how that looks? Like a golf ball, almost. The old-timey golf balls looked a lot like that, in other words. Okay? Now, let's take our knife, and in these, cut our little cuts in here on our little arms, just like that. See that? At the creases. Cut those. Come over here. Do the same thing. So all those are little cuts just to indicate that that's the sleeve and everything like that. I'm going to tell you something. We've just about got our little fella finished. In fact, we do. See that? Take my bead tool again. A few more little cuts. Whoop, wrong thing. But see that little design that the little V tool did up here? See that? It's just designing. It's just adding a little something extra to make the little band around the hat come out, is all it is. And there you go. There's your little fella, and we're going to clean him up. We're going to paint him, and I think he's going to be cute. He's going to really be a cute little thing for you to set on a table or put on your mantle, or to give to someone. Boy, if you give to someone, well, they'll really love